I'm Sharon Bradley, the principal of Mount Vernon STEAM Academy, and just excited to be here and to welcome our students to come back. Last year, March 16th, was a day that many of us will never forget. It was a day that Governor Cuomo said the schools will close for 2 weeks in light of the COVID-19 virus. And our life has never been the same since then. I am thankful that we have made so much progress. We worked together through many challenges and have placed trust in the medical community to guide us on to a stronger and healthier place. It's nothing like being together and bonding with each other and sharing concerns. And so we're looking forward to all of our students coming back in a healthy environment. We've been preparing for them. Thank you so much for your support and belief in all of us as we work together to make STEAM Academy great and hopefully our whole community great.
Ms. Bradley, it's such an honor for me to say a few words for you. It was such an honor to work with you for 22 years. You really was a friend, was a family, was a great leader. We both have the same idea when it comes to education. Our life was serving the students, be the best we can be for our faculty, for all the administrators, and for the people that we work with. It's not a day that passed by that I don't remember you. I love you, and you're always going to be with me. I love you.
So Miss Bradley had an incredible impact on my administrative career. I only worked with her for 3 years, and I'm grateful for those 3 years. So grateful that I had the opportunity to work with her for those 3 years. And in those 3 years, she taught me so much about community, about making sure you connect with the community, making sure that you have systems in place so that the students are safe, so that the students are able to get the education that we want to give them. She cared deeply, deeply, deeply about each and every child in this building, and she modeled that for me. I saw it in her. Whenever she spoke, it was always with a calm, patient demeanor. And sometimes I would look at her in awe, like, how is she keeping it so together? I would be losing it. But, you know, she was always calm, always professional, always had a standpoint of caring about the person that she was talking to. She loved what she did. She lived for what she did. She was amazing. You know, parents would come in and say, Miss Bradley, I had you at high school. You were my high school math teacher. And siblings would, would come in, and she just affected so many generations in Mount Vernon. She left an imprint on so many generations in Mount Vernon. And whenever someone met her, it was always with a smile, always with a hug, just remembering. And it wasn't as if she was always nice, right? She had standards, and she held other people to a standard. And people may not have appreciated it at the time, but as they grew older, as they matured, I think they realized what she was trying to teach them. And so whenever they connected again, they were always grateful to see her and appreciative of the lessons that she taught them. I'm gonna miss her. I really wish I had more time to learn from her. It was too soon, way too soon. But again, I'm grateful for the time that I did have with her. And she would do their morning announcements, and she would always end the announcement with wishing everyone a great educational day. And I know that's what she would want for us, to just continue to be our best and serve our students to the best of our ability, and help them move on to the next stage of their lives.
I had the honor and privilege of working with Mrs. Bradley as a teacher and then a member of her administrative team. Mrs. Bradley was a true leader. She was kind, she was compassionate, she was fair, and everyone can agree with that about Mrs. Bradley. Mrs. Bradley also had a very special gift. She saw in so many what they couldn't see in themselves, and she pushed people to be better versions of themselves. That was something that she did so nicely, and I know people really took advantage of her feedback and the opportunity to work and learn from her. Mrs. Bradley always believed that the kids come first. Our students are number one no matter what. And I know here at the Mount Vernon STEAM Academy, we will continue to carry that mission, to carry that vision, to make sure that we always put our students first, just as Mrs. Bradley modeled for us so many times. I know that we are all better for having known Mrs. Bradley and for having the opportunity to learn from her and to work closely with her. Thank you.
It was an honor to work for Ms. Bradley for so many years. I started working with her in Mount Vernon High School, then followed her to Thornton High School, later on to STEAM in 2018. Ms. Bradley was a true leader. She cares not only about the students, but she cares about her staff. She created a family atmosphere which allowed us to feel comfortable in completing our job, but also sharing part of our life with her. She believed in every child, but she also believed that in order for us to take care of the kids, we needed to be healthy ourselves. So she always makes sure that we take care of ourselves first so we can take care of her babies. It definitely would be a legacy to see her first graduating class from the STEAM Academy, which was the second school that she created. And I wanted her to see the accomplishment of all the kids in the college that they were going to. So hopefully from heaven she will look at them in June. Ms. Bradley gave this district 41 years. She opened 2 schools, the Thornton High School and then the STEAM. It will be really nice if we can name the school or attach her name to the STEAM Academy so her legacy will last forever, as she will last in my heart.
Mrs. Bradley, what can I say about her? I could probably talk all day, but words that I think about when I think about Miss Bradley are mother, educator, pioneer, trailblazer, defender, resource. She was a rock, a bulwark. She kept us all together. She was the glue. But I would say Mrs. Bradley cultivated such a warm environment and such a warm institution as Thornton, to the point where the teachers that shaped me inspired me and encouraged me to get into education. And so from there, I pursued a career in education, and she opened her arms and said, in any way that I can be a resource to you, a help to you in your journey, I do that. And so when I decided to become a substitute, she opened up her building to me. She allowed me to cover classes and get that experience. But she was always pushing me. And I remember the day where I did my first demo lesson for an opening at Thornton High. And it was Mr. Whitty that told me that when they went back to her to report on how I'd done for my demo lesson, he said she was really maternal, that she jumped out of her seat and jumped for joy and said, I knew he could do it. And that meant so much to me. The strength and the vitality may not have all been there, but her heart was still there for the children, that she still wanted them to have the best time as possible. And so I remember me asking her, Mrs. Bradley, is there anything I could do for you? And she said, the only thing I want you to do is make sure these kids have fun. And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget her smiles. I'll never forget how when I had my first child, she was there. And she called my son her grandson, and she was there for my wedding, and she's just been present. And it's very strange, admittedly, walking into this building without her, teaching without her, but in some ways, she actually is still here. That by the very virtue of us still being here, the building still being together, us still doing the work, she's actually still impacting these children, and she's left an incredible legacy, and I'm a testament to that legacy, and we all are testaments to that legacy, and we will never forget the name Sharon Bradley, and I won't. Love you, Mrs. Bradley.
I can say so many wonderful things about Mrs. Bradley. I often say that she taught me everything that I know, from the custodian's closet to the classroom. Mrs. Bradley was both an exceptional manager and an even better instructional leader. Mrs. Bradley knew how to order her building so that teachers had all the tools they needed to be effective, that parents were involved and held accountable, and most importantly, that her students learned and thrived and met with success, both in their high school years and beyond. Mrs. Bradley absolutely loved being an educator, especially right here in the great city of Mount Vernon, her hometown. For Mrs. Bradley, her life's work was not just a job. It was her passion. It was her calling. It was her ministry. I will never forget your great big heart, your beautiful smile, and your generous spirit. May you rest in heavenly peace, Mrs. Bradley. And as the church elders would say, I'll see you in the morning.
Well, I started working with Mrs. Bradley when she opened the Thornton School. I had heard that she was starting a new school downtown, and I had worked with her a little bit at the high school and had a lot of respect for her. So I applied to work with her right away. And I have never regretted that for a moment. She was a professional. She was another mom, so it was a real pleasure to come to work. I've worked for in numerous school districts for numerous principals, and never had the sort of family atmosphere that she created, both at Thornton and that she recreated here at STEAM. So I was incredibly thrilled when I heard that she was coming to STEAM as well, because a number of us thought it would be a great idea to work here, and when we found out she was going to be the principal, it just made it that much better. So we have a core group of teachers who responded so well to her management style, and I personally learned a lot about how to treat my students, how to treat my colleagues, and how to work with my administrators by her example and her counsel. So it was an incredible pleasure and an honor to work with Mrs. Bradley.
All right, thoughts about Miss Bradley. I owe Miss Bradley pretty much everything in this district. She was on the compact committee that hired me into the district as a district coach. And then working with her closely and working with her staff in Thornton, she hired me to be the STEM administrator here at the Mount Vernon STEAM Academy. I am forever grateful for obviously all of that, but more so the things that she showed me, all the lessons that she's given, and she will forever be in my heart, and I will forever be grateful for everything that she's done for me, the teachers that I work with, and the kids that we supported. So, Mrs. Bradley, we love you, we miss you, rest in peace.
So let's see, Sharon Bradley. Sharon Bradley was probably one of the most committed, dedicated principals I've ever had the pleasure of working with. When I came to the district, Sharon was one of the first principals to reach out to me and welcome me into the district. I've been in the district now going on 8 years, and Sharon has not missed a single boss's day, sending me a card or a plant or something just to let me know that she was thinking about me. Even in times when I was facing some personal crises or professional crises even, Sharon was always there to reach out and say a prayer or lend an encouraging word of support. When I started thinking about opening the STEAM Academy, there was no hesitation whatsoever when I approached Sharon and asked her to lead the team that would open that new building. She did so with tremendous commitment and dedication and expressed no reservation or hesitation at all. Even though she knew she was soon going to be retiring, she told me, she said, "Dr. Hamilton, I will do this for you, and this will be a part of my legacy." So this is the first time in my career as a superintendent I lost a principal. And it has really impacted me in a way that I never imagined that it would. Sharon and I got to be very close and shared some very personal experiences, and we were able to rely on each other through our common commitment to faith and prayer. And even as her health started to diminish, as long as she was able, we would pray together on the phone. So my life will forever be changed as a result of my interaction with Sharon, and more so as a result of her untimely passing. So I salute Sharon Bradley. I applaud her for her tremendous work in this district and her dedication to the students, but most importantly, how she helped me grow as a man and as a professional. And I've learned a lot about Sharon and a lot about leadership from Sharon. And I wish her family all the best. And as much as it may pain us, and as much grief as her passing may have caused, I can't even imagine what it's like for her family. So I wish the family all the best. And Sharon, I say a silent prayer that you may rest in heaven, and may your spirit forever smile upon us here in Mount Vernon.
Well, I'll tell you, I was awake last night from like 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, just anticipating today, but excited about it because we haven't seen our students in so long, and we have new students to greet. And this is our first senior class. So we're having graduation this year. Hopefully a COVID will be gone so we can have it. So I'm just excited. I'm just excited that finally we're opening and we're starting and students are here. I mean, you know, it was really nice to work with my faculty, staff, administrators. They're all great. I love them. But you miss the students too, and they miss them also.
We'll begin with our host, Mrs. Bradley from STEAM Academy.
Thank you. Again, I've shared with all of our students, in particular mine, but all when I came in today, how proud, very, very proud. I'm a graduate of Mount Vernon also. And so I'm just so super proud of you, and I know that you're going to continue to do great, great things. I'm looking forward to what you're going to do in the future when you leave here, and just so happy for you and proud of you. And I wish you nothing but the best, and expect nothing but the best from you.
Thank you, everyone. This is so surreal, and I can't believe I just signed a full scholarship package.
Your whole support team that's here, even though there's a lot that couldn't make it.
Right.
But we're just so proud of you and looking forward to even better things from you, if that's possible, in the near future. Thank you.
So glad to be here with you, and I'm so excited because this is wonderful history that we're making with the STEAM Academy. This will be the first time that Mount Vernon has a STEAM Academy, and I'm so excited to be a part of this, and I know that you will be nothing but success. Thank you so much for making such an important important people in my life, the imprint that you left in my life. And I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you so much. God bless.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I just want to congratulate our class of 2021. Let you know how proud I am of you and what you've accomplished at STEAM Academy. You made history, and I'm so glad to be a part of that history. I know that you've worked really hard, and it hasn't been the easiest thing in the world, but you did it. And I'm so proud of you. I don't have a lot of words to say. I think that they've all been said today, and so proud of the so many people that are here today. And so I guess you can see I have a few challenges. But I'm so proud of you, and I know that you're the best, and I know that you're going to have even more coming from you in the future. So God bless all of you, and thank you so much for everything.